All right. This is going to be me walking through all of the terminology and explaining things on this program because some things might not be as familiar as others. So we can go ahead and start with this Monday right here. So then we have one pause bench, right? So the P's everywhere. You see the P's all over the place, right here and right here. That just means pause, right? So that means at the bottom of every single rep, all 5 reps, there's going to be a 1 second pause, right? And then this is just dumbbell bench, 1 second pause dip. So at the bottom of every single dip, there's going to be a 1 second pause. We got dumbbell skull crusher. We got dumbbell shoulder press. This is the low bar back squat. If you don't really know about low bar back squat, you can ask me or video something on YouTube because that'll teach you. Most people do high bar where they rest it on the traps, but low bar is a more effective squat for like 95% of people. This is deficit conventional deadlift right here. So this is going to be like you're going to be standing on a bumper plate and then pulling in the conventional deadlift form. So your feet are going to be a little bit elevated while the bar is further down than usual. Quad extension, deficit barbell RDL, hip adduction cable row. So whenever you see this crap right here, more specifically the eccentric part, that means you're controlling the eccentric for this many seconds right here. So right here you have a 4 by 12 by 3 second eccentric. So every single quad extension rep that you do on the way down, which is the eccentric, you're gonna make it be 3 seconds, all right? So you're controlling the eccentric on everything. This goes for here, 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 all that crap. This is wide grip, 3 second pause bench, right? So up there we had 1 second pause, so right here it's gonna be 3 second pause, all right? And wide grip means wide grip, right? You're gonna go about a finger length, finger width wider than you normally do, a finger width or two wider than you usually do. So for all 6 reps, you're gonna hold it for 3 seconds at the bottom. It's gonna be a little bit lower than the way they usually do, but your ego will be spared. I promise you that. Dumbbell bench, 1 second pause dips, lateral raises, skull crushers, yada yada yada. Well, got that. Right here, 1 second pause low bar squat. So at the bottom of every single squat, you're gonna hold it for 1 second. It might sound like it's ass, but in my programming, I did it for 2 seconds, and it was very manageable. Conventional deadlift. So up there we had deficit where you're standing on a plate. Right here is just regular conventional deadlift. Quad extension. You have the controlled eccentric, deficit, barbell, RDL, cable row, lat pull down. Right. So if you look at don't understand like the formatting of this, it's pretty simple. So you have your chest days on Monday, and then Thursday, but Monday is primarily like your main meat and bones of it. But right here we have more volume. Tuesday, it's your back squat and deadlift day, but it's primarily back squat right here. So you have the quad extension, the adduction, and then you have the adduction, then you have the where's it at? Deficit barbell RDLs. So you're hitting the front, rear, and inside of the leg. On Friday, we have our secondary leg day, primarily focusing on the deadlift, which is the back. That's why we have a lat pull down right here, and we have a cable row. We have one up here, but we have more than one back accessories right here, right? And yeah, that's really about it. And then for the intensity, this is just like to start you off on week one. I recommend you go to a Google Sheets on your computer and put all this shit in here, right? So you can fill everything out, right? So this red crap right here is really just for me or like for your program. All this stuff over here is for you to fill out, all the gray. So intensity, we have it right here, right? So, oh crap. So we have T3, T2, yada yada yada, all the way down. So for the one pause bench, whenever you finish your set of 5, this is every single set, you should have at least 3 reps left in the tank. This is what this means right here. This means how many reps you have in reserve. So for the skull crushers right here, whenever you finish every single set, you should have 2 left in the tank. You should have 2 left in the tank, all right? So I recommend keeping the weight the same for all the working sets to make it very easy to progressively overload throughout the weeks, all right? So say on 1 second pause bench, you for a 4 by 5 intensity, 3 reps of the tank, you can do 135 pounds, all right? So I'm giving you the intensity right here. So over here, you're going to log the weight. So you're going to put 135. And you're going to fill this out every single day so that whenever you make the new sheet for next week, you know what weight you did and you know the intensity of it. Therefore, next week, instead of doing the 135 at intensity 3, you can go higher, which is a main principle that everyone needs to focus on, which is progressive overload. So you'd go from 135 to like 140 or 145, whatever you feel is good, right? And that's the whole principle, right? Don't stay with the same numbers every single week. The point of this is to progressively overload. Obviously, on like things like dumbbell shoulder press and skull crushers, you're going to be progressively overloading very minimally, and that's okay because they're low volume, low weight accessories, right? You don't want to go up 5-10 pounds every single week. You're going to be going up 2.5 pounds, if that, and that's okay. If you don't go up 2.5 pounds, 5 pounds every single week, that's okay. Just make sure we're trying to progressively overload every single week because that's the whole point of getting stronger. All right. If you have any questions, y'all can just hit me up.